Hello, welcome to another episode of Constitutionalist Podcast. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard. That's Leonard. It looks French. It's not. It's Leonard without an O. Thank you for tuning in. As Graham Norton used to say on his show, let's get on with the show! Hello, gang. How are you doing? This is a cheat segment. I am recording this as a lead-in to a standard Saturday show that is going to air through the audio platforms, 25 plus, of Constitutionalist Podcasts. What was formerly a CTP video exclusive that I feel needs to go out as a regular show. So bear that in mind when recorded. It was a video exclusive. The dates, it could be from a month ago. It could be from a couple months ago. So bear that in mind when you hear things regarding time frames. It may be from a while ago, so particular references may be a little dated. I normally don't promote other people's books. I mean, yes, Constitutionalist Podcast, I've had authors on all the time, able to talk about writing and their books, promote their book. I'm happy to do that. But I mean, like a movie review. I do those on occasion and promote movies I like. I've even had books/authors weeks, October of 2025. That ran for I think 3 weeks. Various authors on. I normally don't do this. What is this? Well, I'm talking about going to indeed talk directly myself, my personal thought on someone else's book. And recently, I just came from Nana's Kitchen again. I was just thinking about, people in general. There's someone there that's got TDS. It's like, I know she's a great person. But that's what brought this thought about. And I think most people want to be good people. And Matthew 23, fakes, frauds, vipers, snakes, false guides, blind guide, Christians want to be good people. They think they're good people, but they're misled. They're easily duped. And why am I saying this? The book I'm talking about, Toxic Empathy. Perfect timing. Absolute great book. Very important book. Beyond my books, of course. You should be reading all my books, especially my constitutionalist educational series of books. But Toxic Empathy nails it. People who want to be good, and the problem feel they're good people. They don't wise at the right, fool to the left. The feelings of a fool, feeling of leftist fools. The Bible predicted this, prophesized our left-right political paradigm. They're not thinkers. They don't think anything through. Toxic empathy. Yes, these people who think it's compassionate and so empathetic to give free clean needles to heroin addicts. You're not being compassionate. You're an enabler to bad habits, something that could kill them. You're not helping them. You're helping them commit suicide. But these same people, of course, are all for abortion, murdering children. Oh, that's somehow empathy to murder children who have had no life yet, done nothing to no one, and are for euthanasia. They're easily duped into because of Toxic Empathy. Perfect book, great book, absolute necessary for our time. Most people want to be good. Most people feel, I almost said think, feel they're good. And my whole life and living series of books about trying to so good, be better ourselves, reflecting, look at Michael Jackson-esque, look at the man or woman in the mirror, asking them to change their way, be a better person. Rick Springfield, Karma album, the Karma song itself, the line, my line. Now I'm thinking of an old Detroit Zoo commercial. That line, every little love I give to another. You know what I believe? It comes back to me. You don't have to be a Christian to believe that sentiment, but it's not biblical, not in the Bible or from the Bible, but it's very biblical. And also Springfield's prayer, kind of like Michael Jackson's song. I send a prayer to heaven for the chance to be a better man than the man or woman, than the man or woman that I see reflected in my mirror, wanting to be better, not being foolish and falling for the woke, toxic empathy. Most people are good. Most people might be liberal, not leftist, as I go into in my Constitutionalist Education series. As Dennis Prager says, there's a difference between a classical liberal who feels their way but are duped by the leftard, woke, idiocy, nonsense, toxic empathy. They're misled. They're misguided. Hope you can reach a classical liberal still, like Brandon Straka, spelled Straka, pronounced Strzok, created the walk-away movement, a gay white guy, right? And Candace Owens, I know, she red-pilled, but she's more retard-pilled of late with her nuttiness. So she's not a great example, but yeah, she got red-pilled, but now she's moved on to overdosing on retard pills. But she created Blexit. The Blexit movement is still something sound, solid, good, even though she's gone, woohoo, Cypher Hill, right? Insane in the membrane. Okay. She, not toxic empathy, toxic overthink. I want you to be a thinker. I don't want you to be an overthinker in a way, like toxic thinking. Maybe I should write that book, Toxic Thinking. Candace Owen, a case study is the subtitle. Anyway, Toxic Empathy. I recommend the book. I do. I really do. All right, I've rambled enough. This has gone longer than it needs to be. I think I've laid out everything that needs to be said. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Love you all.
Is there a blood test for stupid? Can we just scream for that? Stick out your arm for a moment, find where the thinking's flat. Can't fix stupid, they tell me, like it's a law of the land. But I'd sign up for the trial run if someone just took a stand, yeah. Is there a blood test for stupid? Line 'em up, take a try, for the sake of everybody who still cares enough to ask why. Ignorance is bliss, they're laughing high on their own illusion. We're the ones paying the price, drowning in the confusion. Hey! They say they're saving the future, shouting in matching shirts, sharing 1,000 truth memes till reality hurts. Faith in a cartoon version, facts in a shallow grave. We're stuck cleaning the wreckage of every feel-good crusade. As Barnum said long ago, sucker born every minute. These left loons constantly show they got TDS and just can't quit it. Is there a blood test for stupid? Line 'em up, take a try, for the sake of everybody who still cares enough to ask why. Ignorance is bliss. They're laughing high on their own illusion. We're the ones paying the price, drowning in the confusion. Draw the line, draw the vial. Can we diagnose denial? If there's a cure, one small shot, hit the heart, change of thought. Is there a blood test for stupid? Line 'em up, take a try, for the sake of everybody who still cares enough to ask why. Ignorance is bliss. They're laughing, lost in their bright delusion. We're the ones holding the bill, bleeding out in the confusion. Is there a blood test for stupid? Can't fix stupid, so they say. Wish someone would try, for sake of all anyway. Ignorance is bliss, left loves their delusion. Rest of us suffer in the confusion. They scream about no kings in a nation ditched the crown. 250-ish years ago now, these folks are clowns.
Only thing necessary for evil prevail. What they say, good people's doing nothing. The state with most today. The world keeps turning, a dark, strange place. Good folks are yearning for a saving grace. The ship has sailed, they say, on a troubled tide. But what do you do today with nowhere to hide? Questions I've been asking in all my writings. What's your move? Just what about is it you're willing to try to do? Evil prevails when good just sleeps. Light sometimes fails while the darkness creeps. What are you doing now? Tell me, how will you take a bow for all to see? The news, it screams a broken sound, lost in bad dreams on hallowed ground. They say it's all lost cause, a losing fight. But what about your applause for what is right? Only thing it takes for shadow to prevail is a crowd of quiet hearts scroll and sigh, then turn away. Say this world is torn apart. Gone out past the rusted pier. We just watch it fade. On this fallen ground we're standing, still afraid to wait. So what are you doing? aside.
That's the obstacle. No flip, 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 flam from me. I stand where you can see, consistent and firm. That's key. That's what you'll always see from patriots, the people. We from patriots, the people. We. Hey. You selling us quick fixes, we paying in long scars. We measure you in actions, not speeches and gold cars. We don't bow to titles, we question. We stay free. Respect is earned in daylight, not whispered behind screens. No flip, flip, flim, flam from me. I stand where you can see, consistent and firm. That's key. That's what you'll always see from patriots, the people. We from patriots, the people. We stand up. I hold all sides accountable. Spare me, you BS. Values and principles are necessary and laudable. No flip, 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 flam from me. Consistent and firm is what you'll always see from patriot Americans, the people. We.
Yeah. Tell you tantrum delusion syndrome. Hey, baby. Oh, yeah. Yo. Sunrise creeping on a sleepy town. Another Tuesday, another frown. They wake up mad at everything. What kind of news do they even bring? TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome. Yeah, it's got 'em, they ain't got no home. In reality, it's a sad scene. Living in a permanent bad dream.
Facts are just suggestions to their mind. A different truth for all mankind. They twist and turn, they shout and scream. Lost inside their own little scheme,
TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome. Yeah, it's got 'em, they ain't got no home. In reality, it's a sad scene. Living in a permanent bad dream. Oh, the outrage, a constant wail, like a broken record or forgotten trail. Can't find it.
They see what they wanna see. No truth, no honesty. Just loud shouts and mean tweets. Living life on repeat. Always complaining, never explaining.
TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome. Yeah, that's the news from home. TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome. They just can't leave it alone. Facts hit them hard like a brick. They just get sick, sick, sick. Their logic, it just ain't there. Lost in a daze of despair. Why so mad? Why so glum? Always beating that same drum. Can't they see the light of day? Just keep screaming, go away. TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome. Yeah, that's the news from home. TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome. TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome.
fire. Warm hands, soft words, pretty choirs. If I cut out the thorns from the story, I'd be dressing up a grave as glory. This is tough love gospel, not just campfire shine. If I sand down the edges, I turn truth into a lie. Reality or delusion, I can't serve both sides. I'm not here just for the choir, I'm here where the hurt hearts hide. Yeah. Some pages bleed red in the margins, hard lines, hard calls, hard bargains. If I skip over storms for your comfort, then your house gets washed in the flood water. This is tough love gospel, not just campfire shine. If I sand down the edges, I turn truth into a lie. Reality or delusion, I can't serve both sides. I'm not here just for the choir, I'm here where the hurt hearts hide. Oh, do you want a dream or do you want a mirror? Do you want a joke or do you want it clearer? If the truth cuts deep, let it cut through fear. Better scars that heal than a sweet lie in your ear. This ain't cotton candy truth, ain't a campfire sing-along rhyme. You can't sell sweet dreams while the house burns behind. If it never cuts deep, it was sugar all along. If you skip the hard pages, you just rewrote the song. This is tough love gospel, not rainbows on a wire. If you hide the hard words, you're just fanning the fire. I won't preach delusion just to make it sound lighter. If I only soothe the choir, I'm a singer, not a fighter. You can hum all the feel-good lines while your neighbor breaks inside. Quote hope like a slogan and look away from the crime. But a bandage on a bullet wound is a pretty little lie if the truth never offends us. Did we ever even try? This is tough love gospel, not rainbows on a wire. If you hide the hard word, you're just fanning the fire. I won't preach delusion just to make it sound lighter. If I only soothe the choir, I'm a singer, not a fighter. I'd rather lose that crowd than sell them painted grace. I'd rather stand alone and smile and dodge the weight. Don't ask for easy comfort, then curse the honest cost. Love that never warns you will leave you more than lost. This is tough love gospel, not rainbows on a wire. If you hide the hard words, you're just fanning the fire. I won't preach delusion just to make it sound lighter. If I only soothe the choir, I'm a singer, not a fighter. Oh, if I dress up the danger, I'm a liar, not a writer. Tough love. The Bible isn't just rainbows and lollipops, singing kumbaya around the campfire. You cannot ignore the harsh reality drops. To peddle such makes you a liar. Reality versus delusion, speaking not just to the choir. This, that, and in all things transpires.
Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help. Thank you for having tuned into another Constitutionalist podcast show. I really appreciate that you stopped by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We need you to help spread the Constitutionalist movement. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Love you all.